Hello there, and we are live. See, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, most of the guys I'll be watching this later on because I see, yeah, I've not really had time to really schedule the show. So I didn't schedule it a long time ago. So of course, many people don't know yet, but maybe they'll start joining in as we start up the show.
And also,
See, yeah.
we've got the Chelsea game as well going on at the moment.
Oh, there's a Chelsea game going on. Yeah, that's why I wanted it earlier. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's all good anyway. No props.
Yeah.
See, I got no other person than the Tottenham Van Helsing, the Arsenal Slayer himself, Deji Spores. Deji Spores, you're welcome to the show, my brother.
Yeah, big up to you, Tony. It's a pleasure as always to do the 26th episode of the Minority Report with you, bro. It's always a pleasure.
Mm,
And it's even more a pleasure when I see you because let's just be real. It's not many a time I've been on the show this season where Arsenal flop. And
yeah.
there was a couple of wild statements made on this show. And the good thing about doing streams and having conversation, building the relationship that we have, is that people have receipts. And
Oh my
I
gosh.
have to use, I'd have to use your own language, but you were waffling about the Europa League, and I have to say, look, I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm going to put my hand up. This is quite a shameless thing to say, but as for Tottenham, bun Tottenham, man, my interests are solely on Arsenal this season and ensuring that you, man, don't do anything. Like I said before, if Arsenal finish second and then by some miracle Tottenham finish fourth, then really we've achieved the same thing, which is Champions League football, and no one's better than the other. And I'm hoping that Crystal Palace can get a result on tomorrow afternoon.
See, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. See, Daisy just keeps waffling, yeah, up and down, yeah. See, you're welcome to episode 26, a milestone again, all together. We just started the show, it seemed like yesterday, and now we're in episode 26. See, yeah, Daisy Sports, yeah. I don't know what you're waffling about. I saw your little video you put out the other day, talking to me and Gunnar King. Shout out to the Gunnar King himself, big ups to him. See, yeah, Deji Sports, you and all these your antics, yeah. See, we will never be the same this season. Yeah.
Right.
I've put up a team that can actually challenge for the title this season. And that's what we're doing. And mind you, Deji Sports, yeah, the the aim of this season was Champions League football. Like, I don't want anyone to get it twisted. That was what the club said, that's our mission this season. Champions League football. And you know what, Deji Sports, yeah, that's a pass mark. I think we're going to the Champions League next season.
Now you guys have got Champions League already.
We yeah,
You
exactly.
guys have confirmed that.
Obviously. So that's a pass mark. And that was what we set out to do this season. Put
Mm.
out a team that can at least challenge for the title and at
No,
least,
that
at
was not what. That's
least,
not
at
what you planned to
least
do.
get
That's not what you
Champions League
set up.
football.
That's
And
not what
Deji
you set
Sports,
up
yeah,
to do.
and Deji Sports, we've done that. But Deji Sports, I can't say the same about you. You were knocked out of all cup, of course. There's no other way you can get any cup titles this season. I'm talking about you domestically, nothing. Europe, nothing. AC Milan took you out of Europe. Uh, back here in the UK, nothing for you. And again, it's still not sure in all ramifications that you will be qualifying for the Champions League next season. So Deji Sports, yeah, it becomes it becomes a worrying scenario for you. Like I don't see you qualifying for the Champions League. Just a couple of hours ago, you drew today 3-3. Deji Sports will still go back into that game for you to give me your thoughts about that game. But Deji Sports, I'm already in the Champions League next season. You're not. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, look. At the end of the day, the season hasn't finished. You rightly said you set out on a plan to get Champions League football. Well done to you guys for securing Champions League football. The truth of the matter, whether we like it or not, fourth position is up for grabs. For me, I just want Conte out because Tottenham and Conte are just not a good fit. I also want the board out. Levy needs to go. We need to sell the club to someone in China, someone in the UAE, or someone in the US. Please come and buy this club off this brother real quick, and so that my team can be competitive and challenge. Conte as a manager, I would say quite confidently that I could do about the same job, if not better, without receiving a single penny from Tottenham Hotspur's coffers, because I am offering to do the job for free of charge. And I think Tottenham would be where they are currently in the league, maybe even higher with more points, actually, if I was at the helm. And I'm using this platform to call for me to get an opportunity to take on the Spurs job. I know it's easier said than done, and everybody wants to is a manager. It's easy to say things when you're behind the scenes, but these players are better than what they're giving. And the draw today against Southampton for me was just diabolical and disgraceful. But yeah, as for Arsenal, I called it early on. I think it was 9 games.
Deji, there's nothing disgraceful getting a draw against Southampton, who's
No,
fighting and
it's
battling
disgraceful, bro.
in relegation
It's rubbish.
waters. No, I'm
Would
just
you be
saying
happy
there's no
drawing with
shame.
Southampton?
Manchester United
Would you
drew
be
with
happy?
Southampton.
No.
No. You're not at the same level with Manchester United this season.
Would
But
you be happy?
Manchester
drawing-
United drew with Southampton just last week.
I don't give a
So what are
damn.
you talking about? It's
Would
these
you
guys
be?
are literally fighting for their lives, for their paychecks.
Would you be happy drawing with Southampton?
I wouldn't be. Mind you, I still have Southampton to play at home this season, but I'm just saying that because Manchester United beat them up. These guys are rooted deep down in the Premiership ladder. They're looking for points. They're searching for points. It's only normal for them to grab points from anywhere. And I'm sorry, you're a victim today. But
No. To be honest, Southampton were there for the taking, and for large spells of that game, they were better than us. But there was enough. We should have enough in our team. We were 3-1 up. This is not like we were 3-1 down and we came back. 3-1 up, we were coasting, go and finish off the game. And we couldn't.
So it's disgraceful anyway.
And what I saw at the time when Tottenham was 3-1 down, their manager made 3 substitutions to bring on 3 attackers.
Yeah.
And this clown, Conte, brings in a defender and a midfielder in Sarr. Now, I like Sarr. I think he's a good player. But he never plays Sarr. And I had this same question when he did it against Arsenal. He starts Sarr against Arsenal. And then he brings him on. When you don't bring a player, you don't play a player, we are surprised. We could all see Kane is tired and Son is tired. Take them off, bring on Danjuma, even bring on Lucas Moura. I don't give a damn. What we need is legs to push the ball up the pitch. I mean, this is not hard, especially when you're 3-1 up. And he didn't. He left them on. They're tired and mistakes happen. And the rest is history. Is 3-0.
The rest is history. But again, Daisy Sports, you guys had that game. You had that game. It was yours. It was 3-1 away at St. Mary's. I know it's not such a joyful place to go to get points. I clearly understand that because of their fans, But again, Southampton this season have been poor. They're deeply rooted down there in the Premier League, but still 3-1. You ought to be winning that game. You ought to be winning that game, Deji Sports, because I knew you were very, very happy about what happened to Arsenal Football Club. On Thursday, Deji Sports. Let's take the hit away from you for now. What do you think about what happened to Arsenal on Thursday? You said it, Deji Sports, man. You said it, man. Sporting Lisbon, shocking. What happened to us? Deji, I won't come here and tell you and waffle to you that I never wanted that Europa League title. I wanted it. I'll be the one to tell you, to swallow my pride
Yeah,
and to take the shame and just say it on my show. I fucked up. Our team messed up.
you did.
I really wanted that Europa League title. I feel
And
it's one of those titles that would just cement any kind of thing we get domestically. In hindsight, when you're talking about the Premiership title
yeah,
that we're running
well,
into, it should have been good to have at least a double this season,
I
Davis
can
Mills.
I can explain. Big up
Mm.
to everyone in the chat. Craig AFC, big up my bro. Big up the
Big
assembled.
ups, Craig
Big up TJ
AFC.
Warren
Big ups,
and all the
the
other people.
assembled. Big ups, TJ Warren TV. That's our guy. Big ups to you, man.
So I can explain. I think Arsenal against Sporting Lisbon was really the confirmation that I've been looking for all season,
Oh
because
my
I feel like all the things that I've been saying, really, it was a bit like Toys R Us in that game. It was all under one roof. Do you get what I'm saying? So let's start with your goalkeeper. I already said that your goalkeeper was suspect, Ramsbottom. You guys were lyrical about him. He's the great keeper. I told you, if he was so good, why is he third choice for England? I have not seen a halfway line goal in a number of years. I have to say that you guys now have the
God.
record. You have the record of for in recent times conceding a goal from pretty much the halfway line. Well done,
Oh my
Ramsbottom.
God.
There goes your goalkeeper. There goes the best keeper in the league.
Shocking, man.
But on the halfway line. So that was one of it. The other thing I
Mm.
told you was, remember, you man played a Sporting Lisbon team that doesn't have Pedro Porro. Because when we played them, Porro was in there, and Porro is a big game player for them. And
Yeah,
he
sure.
played. They gave as good as you gave. It was end-to-end football. I told you these Sporting Lisbon guys are ballers. I
Mm.
saw the way they outplayed Tottenham, and you man tried to disrespect them with the team that you fielded, and you deserve what happened next, bro. And for me, what was even more comical about it is that they did it in your own stadium. I mean, the Arsenal fans were sitting there shocked by the goal, and then they were shocked that I could see people waking up from the boredom, realizing that they just got knocked out of the Europa League. So when I was warning you guys, you were shaking your bums, you were twerking like it's the Fong song with Cisco.
Oh my
I
God.
have to say, you were warned, and I told you so. I really told you so. And I felt like Sporting Lisbon exposed Arsenal for who they really are. I told you, when you're up against good players, big boy players, the holes are going to show. This is a freakish season, and I feel like Sporting Lisbon confirmed what we've been saying. You may go on to win the league, but you've got crazy people like Gunnar King thinking that this is the renaissance, that you guys are now going to go on and dominate football, or at least be challenging for the title season in, season out. I,
But Deji, you can see reasons why he's saying that. We're challenging right now.
no, you're challenging now
We're
in a.
challenging right now.
Let me first.
No, Deji, you're
Can I
getting it
just
all
let me just
wrong.
say
You're
this,
getting it all
Tony?
wrong.
Let me just say
Even
this,
if we don't win the title
Tony.
this
Let me
season,
say
yeah.
this.
Even if we don't win
Let
the
me.
title this
I hear what
season,
you're saying, but let
but
me
at
just.
least we're challenging. We're challenging for the title.
Let
That's
me drop this.
something in itself.
Let me
We
drop this
haven't
number.
challenged in 7 years,
I
seven,
hear
eight
you.
years.
Let me drop this number for you. Tottenham may even finish fourth, undeserved. Do you know why? We might get Champions League football undeservedly, because this season
Why?
has been one of the
Mhm.
poorest seasons on record. Chelsea's been
Hmm.
poor. Liverpool's been poor. Tottenham's
Mm.
been poor. Man U,
Okay.
not great. Manchester City, poor by their standards. And then Arsenal have really been the only consistent team. But Tottenham, even though we've lost 9 games this season, we might even finish in a Champions League spot. That
Deji, you
shows you
can't.
how poor the season's
Deji,
been.
you can't be so sure about that. Chelsea Football Club, that everyone is even taking as the whooping boys this season. Yeah, They've literally almost just won that game against Everton. They've played 27 games. The Spurs, your team has played 29 games this season, yeah?
Yeah.
And you know what? Yeah, you're in 49 points. Sorry, 28 games, and you're in 49 points. Chelsea have played 27 games. So you have one game ahead of Chelsea, and they're in 40 points. So if they win the next game, the Spurs, they are just
Yeah, but I
six
told
points.
you that what
They're
happened.
they're 6 points away from you. So
But
it's not far away. They can come in and still fight for that Champions League
every
position.
like I told you, everyone's been poor.
Even Liverpool can get that
Everybody
top
is
four
been
position.
poor.
So it's not looking likely that you might qualify for the Champions League.
I don't expect Tottenham to qualify for the Champions League,
It's a
and I
tough
don't.
road ahead.
I don't want Tottenham to qualify for the Champions League because I don't want Conte to have a leg to stand on. What we need right now is Conte out. Pochettino needs to come back in because he's the only manager that can work with this bogus club. Personally, I want Levy out, but the reality is, this
It
is
is not going.
he's not going anywhere. So let's find someone who can work within the system. And so far, the proof is in the pudding. Pochettino works within that system. Emi Baba, you are, quite frankly, a disgrace. So,
Amy Baba in the house. Big ups to you, Amy
Emi
Baba.
Baba has just said, "Hey Deji, the knockout from Europa League could be a blessing in disguise." I have to say that is only what ugly people say. It's all about the personality and not about the look. That's what I'm hearing from Emi Baba.
Oh my
Absolutely
god.
disgraceful. You
Oh
man
my
got
god.
slapped up. You were pumping your chest because you thought you were gonna win the Europa League, and you fell at the first hurdle, which was the knockout. That was that not your first knockout game?
Actually, yeah. Yeah, basically. Man, it
The
was.
first game, the first
Oh my,
knockout.
oh
No,
my God!
no.
Everton have just equalized
There you
against
go.
Chelsea in
There
the
you go.
90th minute. Jesus Christ,
Who scored? Who scored?
Sims just scored a goal.
Fantastic. There you go. So
And Sims just scored a
that just
goal.
that just burst
2-2.
that just burst your Chelsea bubble. They're just live and direct. Just burst your Chelsea bubble about Chelsea catching Spurs. I told you they've been dreadful this season. The assemble,
Man.
me and you, we do this about 3 or 4 times a week. And I'm quite happy to go toe to toe with you again on this.
The
Why do you
assembled
keep
big
putting
ups.
Spurs in the list of big clubs? To be amongst the top clubs winning trophies is an elementary level requirement. Yes, you're right, but I've told you this many a time. It's about winning the big boy trophies, and whether you like it, they assembled or not. This is a point somebody made on the football terrace.
The G Sports. Is the Europa League a big boy trophy?
I told you that winning the Europa League is the
Deji,
equivalent.
is the Europa League a big boy trophy?
No, it's
Like,
not.
would you respect me
No,
if I won that
no,
trophy
no, I
this
wouldn't.
season? Yeah.
No, it's like winning. It's like coming first in the championship.
Okay, good. So you think it's a Mickey Mouse Cup, right?
Yes, amongst others.
Okay. Not me. I didn't say that.
But
I
the
would have
Europa
loved to win
League,
that title, but
no, but
it's
the
not
Europa
coming.
League is the best out of all the Mickey Mouse Cups you could win. You're better off. It's more respectable to win the Europa League than it is to win the FA Cup.
Man, it's I don't know. I would have loved to win that title. It was shocking
I'm,
to just see Arsenal just fizzle out like that. Those guys were in for the taking, and this one, the G Sports, it's a bitter pill to swallow. But I would blame Mikel Arteta for this one. I think he has to take the blame for this one.
but why?
And I've been telling most Arsenal fans that want to listen. We saw Sporting Lisbon go toe to toe with Tottenham Hotspurs when they played the Champions League. They beat you guys up in their home in Portugal. They came down to London in your exhibition center down there, and for some reason they drew you guys in London.
Yeah.
Good and okay. We go to Portugal. We got a draw, a hard end draw. They nearly put us to the sword. And
Yeah.
then we came back down to London. And instead of Mikel Arteta to field his first 11, at least in the first half, I wanted to see Odegaard start that matchup. What was Gabriel Jesus doing down there? Someone that has fitness issues. Yeah, he's back from injury, but he's not fit to play that game. And they took him off at halftime. Why
Yeah.
not put the first 11 that has been winning us games in the league? So I have to blame Mikel Arteta for
Well,
this
why
one.
why
In
didn't he
a,
put the first 11? Why didn't he do that?
that's what I'm saying.
No,
Why?
but I want it to come out of your mouth because the assembled is trying to have a go at me here. But the truth is, the assembled, the proof is in the pudding. Tony is about to refer to the point I've been making because Tony said the assembled is saying Tony Dedge's opinion on trophy winning levels should be taken with a pinch of salt. In your opinion, why did Arteta do what he did? And be honest.
No, probably maybe he wanted to give the team a rest. But
Why would you
again,
give the team a rest in a cup competition that you could win?
see, again, I'm still thinking that Mikel Arteta maybe probably doesn't rate the Europa League, because if you respect the Europa League,
Hello?
you will be fielding your first 11. And
That's what I'm saying.
I've been telling, see, Deji Sports, don't get this twisted. Yeah, me and you are still at loggerheads, but there's some cases where I have to agree and call a spade a spade. Mikel Arteta had to take the hit for that one. You just have to take that hit, because with this is a cup game, it's the only European trophy that we could actually lay our hands on, and at least the only trophy outside the Premiership that we could actually have any visibility at all to even eh, grab a trophy this season outside the Premiership.
So,
And
so
then you go in there, you're not putting your best players in there. You bring in on Trossard, who has been a superb player this season. Odegaard wasn't there. You know, bro, I don't know, man. Jorginho, what was Jorginho doing down there? Why didn't Thomas Partey come in the first half? Finish the whole game, tap that boom. Second half, give them a rest. But at least you rest assured that you won the game, innit? And
yeah.
you're through to the next round.
Look,
So
I think, and look, all I'm saying is, because TJ says this isn't new news, and the thing is, TJ, people do not like the fact that I call the trophies Mickey Mouse trophies. That's not because of my personal opinion, but I say it because it's what I see the teams doing. When the teams disrespect the trophy, the competitions by fielding their kids, what Arsenal were doing back in the day under Arsene Wenger, then why am I gonna now start pretending that the trophies mean something when they don't? And I think the Assembled's got it right. Arteta's gone for broke, bro. He's taken a gamble. He said, you know what, bun this. We don't need any distractions. Let's fully focus. But however, he's playing a risky game like he did with Oba. Under Aubameyang, let's be real, it was a risky gamble that paid off. Could the gamble that Arteta's doing, if he doesn't win the Prem, will Arsenal fans be satisfied with second or even third? With nothing this season, given that you guys were in a good position and given how poor everybody else has been, if you were going to win anything, this is the season to win it. That's what I'm saying.
Obviously. Chelsea Dan is very angry. Probably you spoke on Chelsea's name and he said Deji chatting shit.
You know what it is? Chelsea Dan, I don't know why he comes out. It's very strange. I don't know. I haven't spoken to Chelsea Dan since I think early last year because there's been no point. There's really been no point with Chelsea Dan, because I can honestly say Chelsea and Spurs, they're just not on the same level this season. What are they, 10th? Where's Chelsea?
Bro, man, I was thinking they were going to win this game, but
is there like You know, there's a lot of teams, there's a lot of people who are streaming that do like top 6 or top 4. Is there like a mid-table one where Chelsea, Dan Latimer's Prime, Crystal Palace fans, Bournemouth fans, Leeds fans can all jump on and knock themselves out?
Oh my God. Chelsea is still 10th, a point away from Fulham, who is in 9th with 39 points. Chelsea in 38 because of that draw. It's a gory story. They have to win the Champions League. But they're disposed. They're doing what you couldn't achieve, which is going into the next round of the Champions League. That was what you were meant to do, but they disposed. Your team failed in it, so you have no moral standby to actually be the judge and executioner of Chelsea Football Club.
But let's
You
be real.
failed. You failed where they triumphed. Do you agree? Do you agree by that?
I disagree, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
They have to go for broke. Chelsea will not qualify for the Champions League via the league. That's a fact.
Obviously, but they beat Dortmund. Dortmund is a big club. Dortmund is right there in the mix for the German Bundesliga.
No, but listen,
they beat them up.
In order for Chelsea to play Champions League football next season, they have to win the Champions League.
That's what I'm saying, but they're doing it, right?
No,
they're not doing it.
Bro, they're not going to win the Champions League, bro.
Deji Sports, I've seen these things before. I've seen Chelsea done it like this before. Tuchel has won this.
Let me go out and tell you this. Let me tell you
Graham Potter might not be the best of managers. Let me tell you this now. But Chelsea can still do it.
Now, everybody in the chat, I'm going to be real with you right now. And this is money. It's not financial advice, but those of you that like a flutter, please hear me out. I can see Bayern Munich slapping up Man City, by the way. I think that's the most them and Napoli are the two most dangerous teams in the competition.
Yeah.
There is no way on hell that Chelsea team is beating Bayern Munich or Napoli. So I rest easy. My money is on Bayern Munich to win.
But again, that's what we said when they played Dortmund, right? Isn't it what we said when they played Dortmund? Isn't it what we said when they played Dortmund? It's what we said. And right now, they did what you couldn't do. You couldn't beat AC Milan.
Oh, you know what it is?
But they did beat Borussia Dortmund.
Let me
what's your beef with Chelsea?
Let me tell you something. Let me educate you, because this is what I do to you Arsenal fans. And this is why, I'm known as the Arsenal Slayer.
The Arsenal Slayer, but you're not winning any trophies.
Let me land, bro.
See, Deji, but you're not in any mix of any. But you're not in the mix of any trophies.
Let me tell you.
You can talk.
I'll come to that, but
you're not in the mix. You're not in the Premiership. You're not in the Champions League. You've lost everything.
In regards to Dortmund are crap, bro. Do you know that Bayern Munich has won the league for the last 11 or 12 years in a row?
Obviously.
I rest my case. Next.
Amy Baba says here, well, Deji, I've always said I would rather we win the Premiership title than fight for the double. So what do you say to Amy Baba? Amy Baba, a member of this channel, my guy. Big up to you, the Assemble too. Putting up some resistance to Deji Spores a little bit. But
well, let me respond to Amy Baba. Look, big up to Amy Baba. Hopefully one day me and Amy Baba will sit down, have some pounded jam and ogbono stew. The truth of the matter is, quite frankly, Amy Baba is living on what I described early in the season, a wing and a prayer. He's hoping and praying that Arsenal do the unthinkable, which is to win the league. And if you win the league, you are vindicated. But if you don't win the league, it was a stupid strategy. It was a stupid tactic to deploy. And like I said, if Arsenal finish second and Tottenham by some miracle finish fourth, then for me, Arsenal and Spurs are equals. Because you keep saying that Arsenal are in a different space or in a different league to Tottenham. No, you're in the Champions League. Tottenham's in the Champions League. You won nothing this season. Spurs won nothing this season.
No. No. But Deji Sports, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
See,
yeah. No, that's what he's
no,
saying.
no. It doesn't sound right and it doesn't look right. Last season, Liverpool went toe to toe with Man City for the title. They didn't win the title at the end of the season, but people say heralded them. People like
Yeah, but
you
they won two
heralded them
trophies, though. They
as,
won
as
two
a team
trophies.
that went toe to toe with
Yeah.
Man City. No, those were Mickey Mouse cups. I don't respect those cups. Yeah,
Oh,
those are Mickey Mouse
welcome
cups.
to my side, bro.
No, no,
Welcome to my
no,
side.
it's Carabao Cup. That's Carabao Cup, bro.
Uh-uh.
Carabao Cup. But again, yeah, see, Digi Sports, yeah. But they went toe to toe with Man City. People respected them because why? They went toe to toe with Man City for the title, but they didn't win it. But that respect is there. So why is it that when Arsenal is going toe to toe with Man City, leading them by 5 points, and no one is looking at Arsenal as that team that should, should shut people up this season. You're not giving us our respect that we deserve this
Well,
season.
bruv,
And how
I'm
and in
giving you
what
your
way?
respect.
In what way is that the same with
Bruv,
Tottenham
I'm
Hotspur's
I'm giving you your
season?
respect.
We're
I
miles
said,
apart. We're
what?
miles apart. We're miles
Are
apart.
you? Are you? Are you?
We're
Are
ma-
you? No,
Deji, we're miles
no.
apart. I'm first with 66 points. Deji, do you know your point? You're in 49 points.
Yeah. Can I just respond to you and
Deji,
to
it's
Jay?
almost 20
Can I,
points.
can
It's
I, can
18
I just
points.
can I just respond to you and Jay Greens, because Jay Greens is saying, really, Dej, if the shoe was on the other foot, yo,
Big
Spurs
ups to you, Jay Grint. Big ups to
they
you, Jay
are above
Grint. Big
Arsenal.
ups.
I'm not gonna lie, Jay. Yes, I would say that we would have finished above you for 7 seasons in a row. But the truth of the matter is, I want us to take the cloudy goggles off. Yeah. What I'm suggesting and what I'm saying, and Gunnar King didn't seem to understand this, and I don't know what the blockage is with Arsenal fans with what I'm saying is, if Arsenal finish second with no trophy, what they've achieved this season is Champions League football. That's it. If Tottenham finish fourth by some miracle,
So Champions League
we've
football is nothing
also
big.
we've
No, no,
also
no, no, no.
qualified
But,
for
but
the
what's this
Champions League,
hypocrisy
and
about
that's it.
Champions League football right now? Because Arsenal have already achieved it. So it's trash. It's nothing. No, I don't understand
I'm
this
not saying
argument, man.
I'm not saying it's trash. I'm saying we're equal.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying, yo. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why people are pumping their chest like you've done something really special. Yeah, you've done well by your standards. You've come
No,
from 8th and you
Deji,
finished
no,
second.
Deji,
What can you
no,
do?
Deji. We're going head to head with Man City for the title. That's what we've done this season, and that's what we're doing right now. We're going toe to toe with Man City for the title.
Okay.
That's huge. When last did you compete for the title, Deji Sports?
Couple
When?
seasons ago.
When? How many years now?
Yeah, it's been a minute. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's been a minute, right? Yeah, but
Been a
now
minute.
Arsenal,
It's
out
been
of
a
the
while.
blue, now out of the blue, Arsenal have been able to build a team that could go toe to toe. See, Deji Sports, it's remaining just 11 games this season, and just like Martin Odegaard said, our next 11 games are like 11 cup finals. So Deji Sports, man. It's going to be bomber to bomber, man.
No, look.
I see Arsenal having enough rest. And again, Amy Baba said, you know what? Yeah, we bowing out from the Europa League could be a blessing in disguise. But see, yeah, Deji, and I saw you. I saw your antics, guys.
Yeah.
Go watch the video. That Deji Sports have been proliferating everywhere. With AFTV. This guy on AFTV talking about Ulster from the Europa League to be a blessing in disguise, and Digi Sports is just making fun, about it everywhere. Just go watch it out. Digi Sports posted that. But see, Digi Sports, yeah. See, you could laugh. You could laugh. I can understand that, yeah. You could have a good laugh. You could have a good twitch. But
Yeah.
no problems, Deji Sports. I give you all that, but it doesn't take away that I'm going for the title this season.
No, I'm not. I'm not taking it away from you. I think
You know,
if you guys,
you can't take that away from us.
if you guys win the league, you would have won the league in probably one of the worst seasons in history. But well done to you for winning the league in a poor season. What I am saying though is, in the unlikely event, and I know Thunder Road doesn't like what I'm saying, but the truth of the matter is, I'm saying if you man don't win the league, how is your season much more different than Spurs' season? That's all I wanted to know. Remember,
we're challenging for the title.
Remember,
no, even if we don't win,
you've had a
we challenge for the
season.
title. But you didn't challenge for the title. You went out as pussies. You didn't challenge for the title,
bro. Fine, I'm gonna take that because I want Conte out. But in the
but it's evident you didn't challenge for the title.
The bigger, you know, let me help you.
18 points adrift from the first in the league.
Let me help you.
18 points. It's huge.
Let you know what? I know what I'm doing wrong on this show. I'm framing it in the wrong way. Let me help you reframe it. I can't wait for Arsenal to be in the Champions League and for Tottenham to be in the same competition. Let me explain why.
Yeah, in our rightful place where we belong, where Arsenal Football Club belongs.
Let me explain why. Around October this year, you were pumping your chest. If we were in the Champions League, we would have done a better job than Tottenham. That was what Arsenal fans were leading me to believe. You would have gone further. You would have smashed it up. You would have probably got to the quarterfinal, semi-final. And I said, look, you ain't really played anyone decent. I mean, you're shaking your bum because you played Zurich and all of these dead teams. Now, you got to play Sporting Lisbon, the team that Tottenham played. And I said, you know what? Let's see what you do against Sporting, given the tough game they gave Spurs. And guess what? You went out.
But they didn't beat me, though. They didn't beat me up.
No, they beat you because
they didn't beat No, they didn't beat me up, though. They didn't beat me up, though, like they beat you up anyway.
Did you
they beat you up in Portugal. They came to White Hart Lane, to your exhibition centre, and they drew against you. Come on, man. They didn't beat me. See, penalty is a game of luck. See, we lost. I'm not. But don't equate the way we lost with how you lost, man. You lost at Bismarck.
You got knocked out by Sporting Lisbon, bro. That's it. Whether you like it or not.
See, Deji Sports, yeah, good. You know, let's scratch that. Yeah, we went. we went out from the Europa League. That's the question. But all I'm saying is that it could yet still be a blessing in disguise. Deji Sports, don't you believe it? That it could yet be a blessing in disguise. I don't have to worry about Thursday night football. Deji Sports. You know the effect of Thursday night football when we have to play on a Saturday or when we have to play on a Sunday. It's just 2 days rest. Come on, man. What are we talking about? We need that rest. We need, see, the big fish. Deji Sports, I've been telling you of this big fish that Arsenal needs to fry this season, yeah? And that big fish is the Premiership. I don't care about all these other titles. I really did care about the Europa League because I wanted an European title. But with what is happening right now, Mikel Arteta has fluffed his lines. I hold him responsible for that one because someone needs to be held accountable for it. I hold him accountable for it. You should be fielding your first 11 for, if you do respect that title. And he clearly doesn't respect that title. So that's off. I put it on him. Good. Now let's scratch that. I've placed the blame on him. Good. Now let's move forward. But Deji Sports, yeah, you cannot deny that this scenario, what has just happened now, could be a genuine blessing in disguise. We don't have to play Thursday night football, Deji Sports. We don't have to. Right now, we can just concentrate. We're 5 points ahead of Man City. City still have all these Champions League worries out there. Bro, I don't have that. I don't have that worry right now. I can just sit back, field my first 11, and go on and win the Premiership.
Yeah,
Deji Sports. Yeah. It can literally happen. So, are you out here denying that this could be a blessing in disguise for Arsenal Football Club?
I'm not out here denying that this could be a blessing. It could be a blessing, and it could also be a disaster. Because if you don't win the Prem, then you have no excuse. That's just the truth.
Fair enough.
So for me, I'm actually going to be here. I'm going to be real with Jay Greens. I'm going to be real with Emi Baba, the Assembled, Craig AFC, the Added Time podcast. All you peeps here, big up to you guys. Love you
Big up
guys.
to the Other Time podcast, Jay Grings. Big up to you. That's my guy. Football band, guys. Yeah. After this show, I have my next show coming up. The big four guns. It's starting exactly at 8:30 p.m. So join us for that one. That's a big one. Football Band's channel will be joining me 8:30 p.m. today. Wizard is not coming today, but Craig is joining us 8:30 p.m. So guys, join us. Yeah, they just was you went to say something.
Yeah, so I was just saying that, if it, I really hope that you guys go all the way and do it.
But Deji, we're 5 points ahead. Why can't we do it? We're 5 points ahead. Why can't we do it?
I'm just saying.
And right now, there's no Thursday night football, so we could
I'm just saying,
and win it.
I hope for your sakes, Arsenal win the league.
Well, it's good you could say that because, of course, you're not competing, on any front. So
because if
I don't really blame you. But
if you flop,
but we're Arsenal Football Club, and you're Spurs, so I can really understand that.
If you flop, then I was right.
Like in what way did you Spurs? How were you right in anything? This season, you said that we're gonna come 8th. You moved it to 10th when you felt Arsenal was shaky, and later on you said we're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league.
Look,
good and okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Your expectation was 8th this season. That was what you and Northside said. 8th this season. 8, and we're number 1 right now. I don't care what you guys are saying. I don't care what you guys are saying. We're number 1. We're number 1. We're the team to beat right now. So, come get us. But unfortunately, I've beaten you home and away, so you have the excuse about that. Do you have any excuse? The only big teams I'll be facing, along the line is this so-called Liverpool at Anfield. Typically, that's a big one, But again, Liverpool have been poor this season. We have to go there and show them who's boss. I don't care. We were able to monster a win at the Emirates. Even at the Emirates, they do beat us all season. So if this season was different, I could still fancy my chances at Anfield. And they just suppose I will go into Etihad knowing that I've not played all this, I've not played all this Europa League Thursday night football. I'll be going there with full power and full determination, knowing that.
Can I ask you a question?
We have everything to lose with this one. I'll just go there and get points.
If you don't win the league, and I'm asking this also to King Football Show, and Emi Baba and the cronies, and especially Jay Greens. If you guys don't win the league, what happens next?
We have Champions League football.
No.
What are you talking? See, Deji Sports.
Does Arteta stay in his job?
Deji Sports. When was the last time Arsenal qualified for the Champions League?
I think I was in primary school.
Okay. Okay, you've done that justice. So if this guy has given us Champions League football, what are you talking about?
Right,
it's not the pinnacle. I clearly understand that, but I'm talking from the standpoint of an Arsenal fan to a Tottenham Hotspur fan. A challenge for the title this season. The thing I've been begging an Arsenal coach to do is to build a team that can successfully challenge for the title. And this season, someone did it, and it's Arteta. Arsenal haven't challenged for this title in 7, 8, 10 years. What are we talking about? And this season is, at least, it was able to monster a challenge this season. And that's why it's in number 1 position right now. So they're just sportsmen. There is no way you can compare my season with your season at all. I'm going for the big boys cup. Right. I'm going for the big boys trophy. I'm going for the big fish. They're just supposed. Do you understand this? That I'm going for the big fish. the bigger fish to fry,
Can I
the
just say,
bigger
can I just say
picture.
something? Can I
The
just say
bigger
something?
picture, Deji,
Yeah.
it's something you
Can
know
I can
nothing
I
about.
can I
The
say
bigger
something?
picture, you know
Can I just
nothing about
can
this.
I just make
It's
this
the
last
bigger
point?
picture.
Can I make this last point though? You said when I would talked about Tottenham making it to the Champions League final, everybody said to me, nobody remembers the team who played in the final. They just remember the winners. And what I'm
Because you didn't
saying
win
to
the
you,
trophy, you should
yeah,
have
yeah.
won the
And what
trophy.
I'm saying
Then
to
you'll be
you,
remembered. But you
in the
can't be remembered. You didn't
unlikely
win it.
in the unlikely event that you don't finish first and win the Premier League, is it fair to say that you're just a forgotten party in this?
Okay, so did you forget that Liverpool challenged Man City last
Nobody
season?
cares about that, bro.
No, people care because people
Oh
still
no,
make
no,
references to
no, no.
it. That Liverpool had a good season last season, the challenge for the title last season, and this season they're flopping because people still make references to
Look,
that. That's enough respect. So, can't you say that Arsenal, even if they don't win the title this season, but they were able to at least create a team and push Manchester City to the limit? They just suppose we have just 11 games remaining. If we
Tony.
win, see, Deji Sports, if we win 10 out of those 11 games, we've won the title.
All right.
That's
Can I,
how
can I,
bad it is.
can I, can I answer 3 questions in the chat or 3 points?
Good.
So
Big ups to
Latimer's Prime,
Smiley Entertainment. Smiley, our guy. Big ups to you, Smiley. Big ups to
Latimer's
you.
Prime
Yeah.
says, because you're always
Anfield
talking
Rods,
about
big up to you. Thunder Road, big ups to you.
he says, because you're always talking
Yeah.
about Arsenal not winning it or bottling it. But what if when they do actually secure and win it? So you want to know my opinion on it. Latimus, I think let's just be real. And as football fans, I think even Arsenal fans can say that
Big ups to Ladimus Prime. That's my guy. Ladimus,
has to
respect to
be
you, man.
the season has given that the Premier League is one of the most competitive leagues in the world, the best league in the world. This season has been poor by most of the big teams. I said it earlier, Chelsea's been poor, Liverpool's been poor, Man United had a slow start, Man
Yeah.
City haven't been themselves. And so Arsenal have done well to finish in a poor season. I would also say that if Tottenham happen to get a Champions League spot, it's undeserved because we've been poor. I mean, we've bloody lost 9 games and we're still fourth. That just shows how low the standards have been. It's not the usual standards where the big boys kind of run away with it, winning games week in, week out. It's been a bit of a mess, and that's why Tottenham in their fourth position is flattering to deceive. Craig says this, Tony, if Arsenal finish second with no silverware, it's the same as Tottenham season, but we finish higher than them. Craig, you're the only person who seems to understand me. Tony understands, but he wants to play dumb. That's his issue. You get what I'm saying? He wants to play dumb for entertainment purposes. But thank you for putting Tony straight. And let me just deal with Jay Green's last point. He said, Deji, at December, you said we can keep up with the big boys teams. Every test so far we've passed. So why can't we do the last 11 games? Jay Greens, I'm not doubting that you can probably do it in what I've described as been a poor season by most of the English clubs. But your performances in Europe and in the cups have been diabolical. And I just think there are still more twists and turns. And I guess what I'm trying to do, Jay, is I'm trying to help you, but Thunderbirds Are Go isn't having it. I'm trying to get you guys to think, in the unlikely event that you man don't pull this off, what does that mean? Because I don't want you man come December in May looking lost when you ain't won the Prem. You've been pumping your chest, you've put your house, your mortgage on it, and then it doesn't happen. Do you know what I mean? I want to know that you guys can cope with all of the stuff pre-season, or you guys are gonna go missing, and that's just bad for our show.
Deji, don't worry about Arsenal. We're doing well. We're doing well. We're doing well. Don't worry. Don't worry. But because see, yeah, you Tottenham Hotspur fans, yeah, I don't know. You guys just come out from every cave that you guys, were locked up in, and just start talking, gibberish here. Deji Sports, there is no way you can compare my season with yours because I've seen you go to
I can,
different.
I
I've
can.
seen you go to different, to different channels, and you're just talking this gibberish everywhere that Arsenal season that you can actually compare. Arsenal season with yours. That there's technically no difference between your season and Arsenal
If you
season.
don't, if you don't win the league, there is no difference between us.
But Deji, but you know that's a fallacy. That's a lie. We're going for the
How,
title. We're going for the title.
bruv? Look.
We're
You're
number
going for
one
the
in the league
title.
right now. What are you talking about, Deji
You're,
Sports?
you're going for the
How is
title at the moment. That's it.
how are we doing the same thing?
No, if you don't win the
It's
title,
wrong. See,
if you
Deji
don't win
Sports,
the title, you've
the
done the same thing.
the very extent of you to actually point out that as a factor that you want to use to compare and contrast, it's wrong. It's totally wrong. Arsenal is going for the title. We're challenging for the title. And we're the ones to beat for the title, not like we're chasing Man City. We're the ones to actually beat. And then you compare that to Tottenham Hotspurs, who are 18 points away. Deji, are you watching
You're not
are
going for
you
the
watching
title,
the
bro.
back of the
We're
TV?
not going for the
When you
title.
watch the Premiership, are you watching the back of the TV? You should be
Bro,
watching the
we're
front
not.
and see what's
I'm not gonna come out.
right in front of you.
I'm not gonna come out here and pretend we're not going for the title. If we're lucky, we get top 4 and we'll play Champions League football next season. What I'm saying to you is, if you don't win the league, then you've achieved what Tottenham achieved,
What?
which was Champions League football.
But it's not still sure that you're going to even get
I
into
know.
that top 4
I
this
know.
season.
I
That's
know.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
So how can you equate what I've achieved already this season to what you don't know if you're gonna achieve this season?
I'm saying if we do.
So now when I'm doing if but and when now, right? If but maybe is
Well,
that what we're doing now?
I'm giving you a hypothetical.
Instead of stating facts. Instead of stating facts right now, DGC, yeah, it's
Well,
a
the
fact
fact of
that
the matter. Look, the
you're in
fact of the
top
matter
4.
is,
You're in top 4 right now, but you're
yeah,
not going
exactly.
to stay there for long.
That's a
You're
fact.
not going to stay there
No,
for
but
long.
no, we're not. You
And
said
mind you,
you said we're not doing in hypotheticals, so you can't say that.
good, but again, Deji Sports, technically, Liverpool have games in hand over you, up to nearly 2 games in hand over you. If they win those 2 games, then we get to top 4.
If
Good, okay, no problem, Deji Sports, man. See, Deji, yeah. How would you rate your game today, man?
it was shocking. It was an easy game. I watched the game. We were 3-1 up. We should have battered that Southampton team. And Conte is rubbish. He's just crap. And I'm having to explain for Conte's rubbishness.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay, good. How do you see Arsenal's game going tomorrow? That you suppose we go to the Emirates actually. We're playing Crystal Palace. Mind you, we beat Crystal Palace at their home. And we beat them 1-0. That was at the start of the season.
To be honest,
Digi Sports, do you see Arsenal bouncing back from that? Technically that ouster, from the Europa League. Do you see us bouncing back?
Let me help you. Do I see Arsenal bouncing back from the defeat you had midweek?
Oh my God.
The answer is yes, because
Okay.
the Palace is without a manager. I think if Vieira was there, it would have been a more interesting game. I think the fact that Vieira's gone and a caretaker or something that's in charge is a disaster. I'm not going to hold my breath. I think Arsenal could run right on Crystal Palace tomorrow.
Okay.
I could see 5 or 6 goals, really. Yeah.
Okay. So Arsenal is going to win that match for you.
I think Arsenal will win, but I hope you draw.
Okay, good. Digi Sports, you have on the 3rd of April, you have Everton coming up on the 3rd. I think it's on the 3rd, yeah. Yeah, that's after the international break. You have Everton at Goodison Park. You also have Brighton. You also have Bournemouth, and the 4th one you have Newcastle away at St James Park. Did you suppose in those 4 games, do you see yourself taking up to 6 points? Is 6 points visible in that?
Under Conte, no. Under Pochettino, we could take maximum points.
Deji, Pochettino is not coming. You're stuck with this guy here. He's not going anywhere. You
Then
have him at least
I
until the
don't
end of the
mind. Then
season.
let me say this loud and clear. I don't mind if we get no point like the Eurovision Song Contest. I hope we get no points so Conte can leave quicker. Because at the moment, what's keeping Conte in the job is the fact, like my friend, I think it was Adam or Sava was saying on the terrace earlier, is the fact that Spurs are fourth. And I agree. If Tottenham come out of a Champions League spot, Conte's gone. And we need him gone.
Yeah, definitely. See, yeah, Deji, see, just before we go, yeah, do you still think Arsenal can win this title? Like, honestly, what do you think? Like, forget the whole, the whole antics, everything, yeah, the whole rare, 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 rare. Just tell me, do you still think Arsenal, with what happened to us, during the week, do you still see Arsenal laying claim to that trophy this season, to that Premiership
Look,
title?
I think Arsenal can win the league, but this will be it for a long time. After this, I don't see Arsenal winning any trophies moving forward. I think this season's been a freakish season. It's been poor. I think this goes down to be one of the poorest Premier League seasons in history. I think a lot of people will forget about this season. It won't be referenced in the future. And if Arsenal go on to win the league this year, good for them. Good for you guys.
But do you see it happening, Deji Sports? Do you see it?
It looks like it.
Okay. Okay. So your money is still on Arsenal to win this season.
I would never put money on Arsenal.
Deji, I didn't mean it that you were gonna.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. But yeah, look, like I said, if what I've been saying about Arsenal is true, and when I look at Arsenal, I see Leicester in disguise, then you should win the league.
Okay. Okay, guys, you've heard it. Deji Sports still thinks that Arsenal will still nick this one, yeah. So let's just see what happens. See, guys, yeah. Join me in like about 30 minutes time as me and my other G's from London, the big four, will be talking about Arsenal. It's all about Arsenal. We're talking Arsenal. Probably maybe we're looking into other league games and how they flopped already, and be looking into our game tomorrow. It should be football band. Abs will be here talking football with us. Craig, also my guy Craig, will also be here. Wizard might not be here because he's a little bit busy today. He has lots of stuff to do. But just join me and Craig immediately after this show in the next 30 minutes. For us to talk about Arsenal, talk about our next matchup. Stage an inquest into what happened against Sporting Lisbon. Of course, Deji Sports has mocked us down here. We hope we'll have the last laugh later on. Deji Sports, thanks for coming to the show. Episode 26. Bro, man, it's huge, man. Thanks for coming to the show today, man. Real big respect to you, my brother. And guys, yeah, Deji Sports, please tell the crew where they could find you, man.
Yeah, everyone, look, big up. You find me on One Touch on Monday. I think Northside will coming back, and then obviously the Minority Report. Big up, big up, big up, big up, and then yeah, Deji Spurs as well on YouTube. Thank you.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, see, catch me and Abs and Craig in the next 30 minutes for the big four guns. Catch us up for that show. And of course, the show here, as for me, I'm thanking Deji Sports for, taking us till this episode 26. Bro, it's a milestone, yeah. It's difficult before you see people who are very, very committed, mostly in the new channel, who are very, very committed, and up till episode 26, man. This is big. This is huge. Thanks you everyone who came to the show. Ravi Bikari, Amy Baba, Ladimus Prime. Thanks for coming to the show, my brother. Much love. And guys, go and support Ladimus Prime. He has his TikTok account, and also he's also doing lots of stuff on Twitter also. So just go down there and support Ladimus Prime, our brother too. Chelsea Dan too is also a member of this channel. Go support him on his channel. Yeah, go support him. CFCOG Craig AFC. Also, you can follow him on Twitter. Thunder Road, thank you for coming today. Jay Green, big ups to you. The Other Time podcast, guys, please go and support the Other Time podcast. Is my very very big friend Amy Babatu. Follow him on Instagram. Great guy. The King Football Show. That's another big guy. Big greetings to you, King Football Show, man. Love you to death, man. Thanks for coming to the show today and coming to support me and Deji Spores. The Assembled. Say it's nothing but love for you, man. You're the only one that actually sticks your neck out to really kind of get Deji Spores all the time. Is here and talking all those rare. Thanks for always being here with us, the Assembled. Deji Spores, thanks again, man. Big ups to you. And Deji, I think we'll be having the our last show before I go on vacation, because I won't be around for some time. So we'll be having the last one for the period I'll be out. So I think Thursday next week.
Yes,
This coming week, we'll be having that one. Yeah. So I'll be taking probably maybe a month break. Then when we come back, then we'll resume the show again. Although if Private Ryan, wants to have a show with you, I could set that up. It depends on you. If you have time, you and Ryan can do something.
I'm happy to chop up Saving Private Ryan all day, every day.
All right, man. Big ups, everyone. Thank you, and we out.